Yeah, well, the lyrics are interesting. I mean, they sound like a sort of stuff that you'd write on A-level poetry course, like ticking away in the moments that make it a dull day, fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way. And it's one of the lyrics that really makes me jump is the one where it says, 10 years have got behind you. And I think, you know, maybe you're a bit young to sort of, you know, experience that, but sometimes you think, man, my life's going nowhere, or it's not going where I want it to go, and you know, and you feel that. So there's lots of very sort of interesting lyrics. They're a bit pretentious on their own in some ways, but the good thing about prog rock is that the music's so pretentious as well that the whole thing works as a package. So if you've got some lyrics you think, they sound a bit stupid, but they mean something to me, then try them out. Find the music that fits it, and try the techniques that go with it, because maybe, you know, if you're going to write simple blues songs, then the lyrics are going to be slightly different. Okay? What about the chords and things that have been used in there, Lee? What would you say are the influences within that piece?
I don't know, I was going to say about the structure. The way the structure is quite different from normal songs. You have the solo quite early on, and the song like sort of has a break and sort of carries on at the end. Like that aspect of it. But
and does that work?
I think so, yeah. It sort of keeps it interesting that we know what's going to sort of happen.
Where do unusual structures occur? Where do they actually occur? Where are they written? How are they developed? Okay, well that particular band, you know, they would take the album on tour and then work it and gig it and then just change it, add bits to it, develop it, try a new solo in there, and by the end of the tour they were ready to record it. So you know, you may want to use the playthroughs to develop songs. We're very used to kind of going, yeah, done that song, let's move on. There might be one song that you keep on the back burner. You try new things out. You try, you know, add a bit to the solo. Maybe you try out a new section, maybe a key change or a time change. What about the timing in the sort of the different bits? We didn't necessarily go into exactly half time because we kind of got a bit of a funk groove thing happening, which is, you know, which is really important too, to sort of go with the feel that's sort of happening there. But we didn't intend to do that. But it kind of grooved, didn't it? And we thought, well, let's just carry on with it. It's really cool. But you can halve the tempo. You can change the grooves from sort of like a shuffle into a rock, and then try some other things out. What about the solo? What did you notice about the solo?
Pretty epic.
Epic.
It
What makes
had
it
a lot of
epic?
slows, and then
It's just like in the track.
when he did it quicker, it really came out, and then it went back into slow. I don't know, bending the notes and stuff. It made impact.
And in itself is
It was so rubbish.
Yeah. So, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. So, how did you go about doing that?
Well, the first chorus is as the record, pretty much, and the last one you have to play it when it goes to the little, you know, goes on the record. It's kind of, you can't. That's actually the real part of it, and the first part is just sort of some bends, but and then the rest of it was improvised with the next 2 or 3 choruses. So pretty much, and I think with something like that, you have to kind of nod to the actual original a little bit because it's so much part of the record. But then there's slide stuff with it, and I don't really play a lot of slides, so I just improvise that bit. And as I said, the other group, you know, Dave Gilmour was one of my favourite guitarists, and he kind of, everything he does is really subtle, it's acceptably simple, and he kind of, you know, sort of, it's quite hard to get everything just as is, you know, on the record, so I didn't really have time to learn it, so I thought, well, I'll just improvise that. You know. I might have done it if I had time, if I thought it was worth doing, you know, really, but it just wasn't time to do it.
He doesn't play any of your tunes, does he?
No. I don't get any emails from him.
So there might be situations where you are trying to learn something in a short space of time, and then you need to get the essence of what it is. Like Rob said, just picking up the main bits of the solo, main bits of the vocal line, the main bits of the keyboard part.
Just gives a bit of integrity to the original classic. It's a rock classic, isn't it? So it's like anybody else knows a solo that absolutely is part of the record. And you think of one of their favourite where the solo absolutely. Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah. Although it wouldn't work. 'Cause it's so structurally part of it, It may have been improvised initially, but it's become part of the music. So you have to kind of nod to that.
So what techniques have you learnt today, or have you seen today? You may have learnt them or know them before, but what can you use? It's all about taking stuff that you can use. What can you use?
I quite liked the idea of using progressive rock as something for an original, because we don't usually, as soon as you said rock as a basis, you kind of thought straight in there, but actually something more, a bit more chill might be nice.
Yeah, it doesn't all have to be in your face. It can be kind of fairly chilled. And try out some new lyrics, and have variety in what you do. Any other things? Time signatures?
Well, not easy, but it's quite a simple thing if you think about it. I like to spend time working out. It sounds really good, but it's not like.
If you rehearse it, it works. And if like Duncan says, if you start to think about it, then it's a real problem. But it's a great way to get your band in on time, is to put strange time signatures, because if you're not there, you don't get it. So just make a couple of songs that really encourage people to come in. Because let's face it, when you're playing something that rocks in all different time signatures, you feel good. You think, I am really clever. That's what we all want to do. Okay, any other bits? Riffs? Yeah, riffs. Give space. Listen to your vocalist. If you're ever wondering what to do in a song, just listen to the vocalist. They'll tell you what to do. Well, metaphorically. Okay, thank you for listening, and thank you to the band.